Okay, so I guess here we're going to leave the two front legs right where they're at, and now we're going to build up the rear leg. The rear leg should be a hell of a lot more easier because it's just straightforward leaning in towards the front. It doesn't have this whole curvature shit. So, I should say if you've made it this far, that's kind of an achievement. I mean, even by my standards. So, okay, I actually need to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'm just gonna chop this out real quick. Freeze. Alright, I'm back. Okay, yeah, we're building up the rear leg. So, everything we see here is what we're gonna be doing. Alright, so we're going back to our cayenne terracotta. Don't mind that gray concrete blocks there. That's just an added detail. We're gonna add that later, like another part of the tutorial. I'm actually gonna bust this out so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so from the tripod we're building, it's pretty damn straightforward now. You don't have to worry about messing up anything too ridiculous. So, coming back from your front, you find your rear leg, which should be the leg that's got nothing added to it. So it's just practically stacking it up. It's going to lean back by a few layers, and then all the rest of it starts going inward. And I don't know why, I'm just refilling my night vision, but anyway. So let's see. We should be... Where? Oh, where? Wait a minute. Something's not right. Ooh, boy. So that's why it's not lining up. Is the rest of it lining up? And the two front legs are lining up. Well, shit, I just spotted a mess up. Thank God I caught this now, otherwise the rest of the tutorial would have been a complete disaster. Something I did was the rear leg is a little too far forward. So, well, the rear toes are just one block too far forward. Because if I were to realign this real quick. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do real quick is we're gonna have to take this foot and move it all backwards by one block. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do it right here live. I'm gonna leave the gray concrete layer. Leave the gray concrete layer, the very first layer, because we're gonna need that to determine how far back we need to go. And I'll just repeat all this again rather than saying go back and rewind it. I'm just gonna do it right here, right now. Just watch what I'm doing. Just go ahead and delete the rear leg. Not the rear leg, the rear foot. Just kind of bust everything out. I mean, it might be a little easier to just whip out some TNT real quick and just pop it in a few places. Let's put one here. Yeah, I guess this is the part where normally professionals would just edit this part out and just redo it and all that crap, but I don't exactly have the time frame for that, so I'm just gonna do it right here, right now, physically. So you guys should be tearing down the rear foot because, like I said, we messed something up. We need to move it all backwards by one, and it would just be easier to tear it all down. I mean, thank God we didn't get very far. So it's not too much of a painful, deviation in the build. But okay. So if you left the gray concrete, all we should be doing is moving everything backwards by one. So just kind of... So it's... Okay, so... So moving everything back by one block, and then I'm gonna double check, make sure everything lines up now. So just make sure everything's 3 by 3. We moved it back by one block. Now let me just recheck, get flush with it. Run over here, make sure I'm on that block. Okay, now everything is flush. So now let's just go ahead and just kind of repeat the middle leg. I keep calling it the damn leg. It's the foot. Shit. Alright, so, yeah, okay, we're focusing on the rear foot. So just come back to the rear. We tore it down. Take your cayenne terracotta. Now I'm just kind of speed building this real quick. Add one layer of cayenne terracotta on top of all the gray concrete. This is like the biggest fail ever in a tutorial, but hey, at least I caught it before we got way too far into this. Alright, so cayenne terracotta on top of all the gray concrete blocks. Pick a toe, any toe. Find the center block here. Do the whole zigzag thing. Okay. So continuing this. Do the whole zigzag thing. Oop. Alright. So now we should be done with that layer. So now it's, you know, just pick a toe, any toe. That is stacked up by 3. So, oh yeah, pick a toe, any toe. Find the center hollow block, and then you just build a cross pattern around it and build it up by 3. That is 2, 3. Just repeat it all on every individual foot, because it's all the same up until a certain layer. This is actually kind of a close call that I caught this before I continued on. Otherwise, it would have been all out of place. Thank God. Okay. Now let's see here. We're on the hind leg, so now this goes in, this goes forward. Alright, so 2 front toes. Just fill in center block, build up by 1, go backwards by 3. Repeat cross. Build it up by 3 again. Whoop, 3, so that's 2, 3. So remember 2 front toes, fill in center, build backwards by 3, make cross pattern. Build up by 3. Oop, shit. Then rear toe, you want to fill in center block, add 1 block, bring it towards you by 3. And then make cross pattern, build it up by 3. This is all kind of like self-explanatory now, the number of times we've repeated it. Now let's see, 2 front toes, right toe, fill in center block, build up, go to the left by 3, make square, make cross, ooh, build it up by 2. And then left toe, fill in center block, build up, go to the right by 3, make cross, build it up by 2. Rear toe, fill in center block, pull it up by 1, bring it towards you by 3, make cross, build it up by 2, so 1, 2. And we do that all again, so 2 front toe, right toe, fill it in, build it up, bring it to the left by 3, make cross, make it 2 layers, right toe, build up, go to the right, make cross, build it up by 2, rear toe, build up, bring it towards you by 3, make cross, build it up by 2. And let's see, where are we at now? Okay, so come back to one more building, front, rear toe, rear feet, go to the rear toe, fill in the center block. Let's see here, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay, so fill in center block and build it up by 1. Bring it towards you by 3. Remake cross. Yeah, it's not really connecting, but it's because that little shield will be there. And then build that up by 3, I think. So 1, 2, 3. Let me fly over here and double check. Let me have some night vision so I can see what I'm doing. All right. So we just got through making that layer. So now we're gonna make our way back, and then work our way up. So coming back to the more building, face front, rear foot. Find your stack of 3. Fill in the center block, build it up, go backwards by 3, remake cross. Build it up by 2, so 2 layers, so 1, 2. And then we are going to make our whole 3 by 3 square on top of that, like that. And then make it 3 layers high, or 3 blocks high, so 1, 2, 3. And then you just want to find the center and then put 1 blocks around the center, just to remake the cross pattern, just by 1 layer. Find your center block, fill it in, build it up, go backwards by 3. Oop, make cross. Looks like we're building it up by 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. let me just double check because I don't want to mess anything else up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like the next layer is going to be 3, 4, 5. Next layer is going to be 5. So come back to this. Come back to front. Rear foot. Up top. Come to center. Build it up by fill in the center. Bring it up by 1. Build backwards by 3. Remake cross. Build it up by 5. That's 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, just to make sure, take a step back, look at it from the side. You got your 2 front toes, your 2 front feet, shit. Then you got your rear foot. Make sure it's going backwards, not forwards. If it is going forwards, just kind of rewind it. Just kind of tear down what you made it, and then just swing it backwards. Now, because it should be at this point now, say if we were coming at it from the front, the rear foot, now we're going to be bringing it towards us. So now we're working on the forward arch of the rear leg. So it looks like the next layer is also going to be 5. So, you know, find the front of the rear foot. Come up to the top, fill in the center, build it up by 1, bring it towards you by 3. Remake the cross pattern and build that up by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess you can have that solid. Fuck it. Alright, so get back to the front, find center, build it up by 1, bring it towards you by 3. Remake cross, and this one looks like it's going to be by 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it all up. So, okay, now get back to the front, find the top, fill in the center, build it up, bring it towards you by 3, remake cross, and build it up by 3 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me just make sure. I need night vision because I can't see shit. So okay, so 3, 3, 3. Okay, so doing it by 3 layers. All right, so find the come to. My God, I'm stuttering too much. I'm going to take a drink. Fuck it. Whoo. That's always good. Alright, so the one we're building, come back to the front, find rear foot. We'll find the rear leg now. Come to the top, fill in the center, build it up by 1, bring it towards you by 3, and stack it up by 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then you just want to do that again. Fill in center, bring it up, pull it towards you by 3, make cross, restack it by 3 again, and oops, shit. There we go. Now we should be starting with our gray damn it, I want to say terracotta, but it's gray concrete. So pull out your gray concrete. Now we're going to be making the rear leg joint. This one's going to be easy because it's all just going straight. So we don't have to worry about all this hard shit. Okay, so gray concrete. So where are we at? We would be right here. So now we're going to be making that. So come back to the front of the one we're making. Go to the rear leg. Fill in the center, bring it up by 1, bring it towards you by 3, make your cross, and I think you just leave it by 1. Now let me see here. Aha! Okay, so that's going to be a little bit funky looking. So go back to the rear leg. Now from here, what we're going to do is rather than remaking the cross, this is where things get a little bit weird. So you want to come to this block and make it 3. Okay, just make a line of 3 sideways. And then you want to go to this block here, do it again, make it 3 wide. And then you just want to bring 1 block out right here, 1 block out right there. And then it looks like we are going to have a little T-junction. So come back to the front, find rear leg, come up to the top. These little 1 blocks that are all by themselves. Come around to the sides and make it 3 wide here on the sides, and then you want to bring it out by 1 block so it overhangs. Do that on all the wide sides, and then it looks like we go. Okay, so we just did this, so now it looks like we go back in. So then we come back in here by 3, so monkey see, monkey do. We'll do it again right here. And then 1, 1. There we go, so we should have a little something like this on the rear leg. Just keep that in mind. 3 wide. Then you just got the 1 T-junction. I feel like I'm becoming very soft-spoken right now, so hopefully this all works out in the end. So now we should be here. So now it looks like what we need to do is we need to add 1 stack of 2 in the center right here. Okay, yeah, we need to build this up by 2, so that's the part I messed up. Well, I almost forgot. Didn't exactly mess up, but I almost forgot. And then it looks like we just scoot it backwards. Well, scoot it inwards by... Yeah, okay, so we're here, so now we're going to be here. Alright, so just scooting it all inwards by 1, so come back to the front of the one we're making, rear leg. Bring it inwards by 1, so kind of like cover up this little hollow spot. Do that. And then 3 on top of that. And then we build that up by 2 again? Yeah, we do. So build it up by 2. And then have your little extra 2 blocks here. So have a little something like that. Just monkey see, monkey do. This is all I can really say right now, because I'm not really good with numbers at this point. Now, we should be just about done with the rear ankle, the rear joint. I guess it really don't fucking matter, it's Minecraft. So, let's see here. If we were to switch to our cayenne terracotta block, we would have to get this little junction done. Now, it looks like we go back to doing the little cross pattern right there. Don't mind this gray concrete yet. We'll get that done in a little bit. So switch to your cayenne terracotta, and it looks like we'd be, where would we be? All right, so come back to the one we're building. Find the front, come to the rear leg, and then at this little junction here, put 1 cayenne terracotta, bring it towards you by 2, and then just remake the cross pattern, just like that. So do a little turntable. And let's see here. Ooh. Okay, so we do it like that. Alright. So just to make things a little easier, you want to come on top of your cross pattern here on the rear leg, and you want to hold the whole 3x3 square thing on top of that 1 layer cross. And then it looks like we want to build that up by 3. This will just kind of help make the next little bit a little easier to see. Is that by 3? Yeah, that is by 3. So coming down to the bottom of this little square of 3, you just want to add a row of 3 to the sides. Make sure you leave a crease on the corners. So a little something like this. So you have like a little ring around the bottom block. Yeah, the bottom row of the stack of 3 of the cube there. And then it just looks like you want to go to the center of each of the lines of 3 and just put a block on top of the little centers. And that'll get that little pattern done. Oop, now I can't see what I'm doing. My night vision ran out. Okay, so we be here. So now we're going back to our gray concrete. Now we're going to start making the connecting spot to where the joints are. So by the looks of it, we need to find our center. Alright, so we're going back to monkey see, monkey do. So, okay, so front of our tripod we're building, find the go to the rear leg, come up here, kind of look at it from the left, just kind of follow what I'm doing. Okay, center block, that little block there, 1, 2. Right. Okay, and then build up, 1, 2, 3. Put gray concrete block there. Wait a minute. Alright, rewind a little bit. There, so we would be right there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Aha! Alright, so freeze right here. Let me take a quick look at this. Okay, you still looking at this? Alright, so now we are going to 1. So we're doing this, so make that 3 wide. And then from here, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Just monkey see, monkey do. I'm sorry, but... So then, okay, so now coming around to the rear, like behind the rear leg, you should have a little opening gap right here. So 1, like cover it up, cap it. 1, 2, 3, and I think we leave it at that. No, 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 no. So 1, so a little turntable. So we should have a little something like this. That little black ball you see, that's going to be like the ending point of this video. So we are like at the 97% mark of getting this done. So now what we need to do is we need to get this little junction on the 2 front legs made, and then we will be done with the legs, and that'll have to be the end of this first video because it's gonna have to be a 2-part video, like I said. So, alright, we got the rear leg done, so I think what we might want to do for shits and giggles, whip out the night vision real quick, and what we're going to need is we're going to have to grab gray concrete, not concrete powder, we want gray, no, not gray, black concrete, black, shit. Okay, black concrete, and it looks like what we're going to be doing is making like a whole 3x3 spherical cube, even though that doesn't make any geometric sense. I'm using big words to make it sound like I'm smart, but I'm really not. Alright, so our black concrete, so what we want to do is come back over here to the, okay, find the front, go to the rear leg, and you should see that, we should have this one little block sticking out right here, right? So what you want to do is put a black concrete block on top of that, and make that 3 wide. And then, let's see, that would be, okay, so then we just want to make that 3x3, so just add 2 more rows of 3 behind it. This is going to be the bottom of that little sphere. So then what we want to do is go up on top of this gray concrete block, put a black concrete, make it 3 wide, then stack 2 more rows of 3 on it. Boy, I can hardly see that, but yeah, we should be getting a little something like this now. And then what you just kind of want to do is like, let me just, so I can see what I'm doing. Just kind of want to like wrap walls around that. Just 3x3. I'm just going to do this so I can see where the corners are. So you should probably know what this shape is. We're just kind of like making a box with walls on the side of it. And you just build it all up by 3 high. And then what you want to do is cap it, so you kind of have like a boxy ball shape. So if I were to take a step back, it would look a little something like this. And you want to make sure that it's symmetrical, it's lined up with the rear leg. You know, you have this little row that blocks, you want to make sure it's lined up, it's symmetrical. That will make the rest of the tutorial a little easier. So now what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to fly under the one that I made. Let's see, because I actually planned it out here. So that looks like from that point we go 1, 2, 3 T junction 1, 2, 3 da 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 da. Okay, so that's 4. All right, so what we want to do is you want to come to this little black ball we just made. Try to find the little center block on the wall, so you should have like a ring of 3 around it. So from here on the rear leg, 1, 2, 3. Put a 4th block, and on the 4th block build, you know, to the left and right of it by 1. Real quick, let me fly back over here, make sure I did something right. So that should be okay. So from here, 1, 2, and then you just want to put the 2nd block on the other side, and this is where we're going to begin the 2 spheres for the 2 front legs, like where they're going to connect up to the lower torso of the tripod. So it's just like from here, black block there, black concrete, black concrete. Then you just kind of want to build around that 1 block to make it a 3x3 wall. So, like this, we're just kind of repeating that whole ball-like box shape. Whoops. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, okay, so just monkey see, monkey do. You see what I do? Just do it. Because we're just remaking the ball shape. And build this up by 3. You can redo this on the other side if you want to, just to kind of save time. I'm doing this just right here real quick. And then you just want to cap the top and the bottom. Can't hardly see it because it's black. You can't even see where the squares are. So then just 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then... Damn, this is really hard to see. And not even night vision's helping. Alright, so that's the other little joint. So come on over here. Monkey see, monkey do. And we're on the bottom layer of that wall of 3. 3. Wrap it around. 3. 3. And then build it up by 3 layers. 3 rows to make a solid wall. We are almost done. We are almost done. We just gotta push through here. Cap the top. Come on, I can't see what I'm doing. This black block sucks. Cap the bottom. If I can see. Let me just... Can I put a torch in here real quick just to see what the fuck I'm doing? No, that don't even help either. Okay, so find the bottom. Where's the bottom? Put block. Put block. Break block. Then make it 3 by 3 if you can barely see it. Take a quick look around. It looks like it's all where it needs to be. Now, real quick, we just need to go back to our gray concrete and make this little pattern. So, let's see, that's all the way it needs to be. And where would it connect? It connects right there. Okay, so, go back to our gray concrete. Let me just eyeball that again real quick. Okay, so... Oh, shit, wait a minute. I didn't add that little joint, did I? Nope. No, we need to go back to our cayenne terracotta. And so that's 3 by 3. That's, okay, so it is just a 3 by 3 box. So coming back to the... Ooh, wait a minute. Where does it start? It starts right there. Okay, coming back to the tripod we're building. The front 2 legs. Go to the right leg. Come up to the top here. You should be looking at this. On this block, put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring it around. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, real quick, let me just make sure I did that right. Does that go all the way over? No, it don't. Okay. Woo. All right. So from there, it looks okay. So coming back to the front, right leg up top. Drop below that real quick and put a block there and a block here. Yep. And then I guess go ahead and fill this in solid. And then from there, what we want to do... Alright, so that's... Okay, so you just want to build this up by 3, make the whole like a... Well, no, build this up by 2, so 1, 2, just making the whole like 3 by 3 square. And you just want to go to the centers. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's that. Now we just need to remake that on the other front leg. So, what was it? We'd be front, left leg up top, coming to this block right here. 1, to the right, 2, 3. Then come over here, 1, 2, 3. Bring it out by 1, 1, 2, 3. Just monkey see, monkey do. 1, 2, 3. And then come down towards the back, like looking from behind, down here below. Block here, block there. Fill this in solid. Stack it up by 2. Oop. Then find your centers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, monkey see, monkey do. And that should be it for the joints. Now we go back to our gray concrete. Let's see here. Yep. Go back to your gray concrete. And then from here, come to the front of the tripod we're building. Right leg, come to the top. And you should be looking at this little thing. Break that, replace it with gray. Stack one on top, and then build to the left of that one. And let me fly over here real quick. Oh, you bitch. My night vision just ran out. Okay, so coming back here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 block there, I think. Maybe. Nope. I done goofed. Shit. Rewind a second. Bop that one by forward. Bust this one backwards by 1. Then put your gray concrete block over that hollow spot where you can just fill it in like that. And then, okay, so coming back over here, looking at this, on top of that block, add 2, add 2, and then, alright, so then build that up, put 2 in the center there, and then it looks like, alright, so then build this, okay, front, right leg up top, fill that in, build it up by 2, and then 1, 2, I think, oh, okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, then that should be it. Come down here, fill that in, just monkey see, monkey do. My phone vibrated, what's it about? Nope, okay, whatever. So it looks a little something like that now. We are, so now, okay, now we do that to the left front leg. So come to the top here, bust that block out, gray concrete, fill in that, put a gray concrete block above that. 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 or 4? It's 3. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3. Monkey see, monkey do. That's all I can really tell you to do right now. So then put 1 on top of that. 2, 2. Fill this in. Build it up by 2. Fill that in. Build that one up by 2. And then put fill that in 3. And then that. And I'm pretty sure that this is the end of the first video. We got the legs done, thank God. So, shit. We're done. I mean, we're done with part 1. The legs are done. So, we are now complete. We have now completed the legs part of the tripod tutorial, and I can finally get this frickin' video uploaded and be done with it. And, man, I mean, this probably was very hard for some of you to follow along with. I mean, I can totally understand. I bet if I were to watch it after I upload it, I might figure it to be complete shit. But, you know, to say the least, if you did manage to get this far and you managed to work around my little hiccups and my little fuck-ups and it looks how it should, I mean, you did a pretty damn good job if you managed to follow along with me as best as you could. So, like I mentioned at the beginning of all this, it's going to be a part 2, like a 2-part video, maybe even 3-part, but I'm hoping 2. The legs are going to be part 1 here, and the head's going to be part 2. And I can't guarantee that the part 2 for the head is going to come out, you know, like tomorrow or the day after. It might be a little bit, but it ain't going to be a month. I'm not going to have it spaced out like a whole month apart, like what I did was saying that this was supposed to be coming out very soon. So, without further ado, I got the legs done. I'm getting to it. So, if this worked out for you, I can feel happy about myself. If you couldn't if you couldn't follow along very well with me, you might want to let me know down in the comments, and if I need to, if I like desirably need to, I can try to redo all this again and have like a, I guess like a, what you could say, an updated video of the tutorial. But to say the least, we got the legs done. The head's gonna have to be a part 2. That, I don't know when the hell that's gonna come out, to be entirely honest with you. So, if you made it, good for you. I'm rambling on too damn long. So, here it is. I mean, I'm sorry for it being so damn long, but here it is. I got it done. I manned up. I did it. Committed to what I was saying I was gonna do it. Now it's here. And we're done. Part 1's done. So, I'll be seeing you around again when I get part 2 up and going. Getting the head done. We're gonna get it done. One way or another, we're gonna get it done. So, I leave this to you. I'm gonna take one more drink of my soda. Take our little victory cheer. I don't know, just... Damn. Woohoo! Okay. My final words. See you later.